Hello, beloved. I thank you so much for your time and I thank you for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. This will be your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time. To those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as spiritual path. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings. For $50 per month, you get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career and finances, as well as ancestral messages. The link to my Patreon will be listed down in my description box below. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google. Search it and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. Without further ado, let us tap in and find out, why were you spiritually led here? What is here for you, beloved? Why did you resonate with the title? And why did your own YouTube algorithm present you with this message? Let us tap in and talk to God, okay? So I'm channeling, right? And what I'm channeling, I'm channeling facial expressions, but people's facial expressions. It's like people are reacting towards you, towards something you're doing, towards your life, towards your identity. There is a reaction from people, right? And I'm seeing like shock, or like, oh my God, like what? Things of that nature. So let's tap in and see what this energy is about. Oh, 10 of Cups. Okay, we have Pisces energy as well as Scorpio energy. We have the 6 of Cups here. So people are stunned, shocked, like truly shocked at your bounce back energy, or rather your capability to be able to rise regardless of whatever tried to put you down or whoever tried to put you down. People are shocked that you still keep going. It's like they're shocked at specifically the level of grace to the way in which you are doing things, or the approach of life you are taking, or just based on your identity. There's a lot of grace attached to you at this time. Because things happen in life that can take us towards a path that we didn't choose, right? But what I'm seeing here is like, regardless of the obstacles, regardless of the trauma, regardless of the burdens, regardless of whoever tried to stand in your way, you keep going, you keep rising above it or above them, and you keep bouncing back, right? Yeah, like justice. And this is your fate, your destiny. You are meant to be somebody that goes through life, and no matter what, you make it out of anything that tries to put you down or compromise you, or anyone that tries to put you down and compromise you. Meant to serve their karma. You're meant to be their karma, their lesson. Justice, powerful energy here. We have Libra energy. We have the Queen of Wands. We have Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy as well. Yeah, you are beautifully exuding grace. And specifically here, it's like, when someone, an analogy, a reference point, a case study, an example. Picture somebody that is in a specific industry. or company or business or family or friendship group or environment, right? They're in this space, right? And let's say everybody knows that this person is the best, or they're gifted somehow, talented, skilled, and they're just this, they hold a certain level of power. They're a great person, or they're great, right? So let's say the people now, because of that truth about that person, they not only feel a type of way about it, but they do something about the way that they feel. They try to come against that person or create the space, that certain environment, to be something that person doesn't want to, that person no longer wants to be in. Like they want to get rid of that person, or destroy them, or destroy their character, or put them down enough for them to no longer be able to do what they do or be who they are, compromising them somehow. And imagine time passes, right? And this person, they deal with a lot of these people trying to put them in that energy. And let's say those very same people, they do their best, they try their hardest to make this happen and inflict all of this in this person's life, just for them in the end to rise, bounce back, just for them in the end to possess a certain level of grace that puts them to shame, or makes them feel embarrassed or guilty about the way in which they treated that person, or the way what they did against that person, how they acted, what they said. Because they now seeing, damn, this person is still who they are. They still this light, this fire. They still are who they are, regardless of what I tried to do or say, or however way I acted towards them. Tried to destroy something of their life, or tried to compromise something of their identity. It is embarrassing. It is shameful, and of course they're gonna feel guilty, because imagine now they're looking at this person's still doing them, and they know all the things that they were up to when it comes to this person. But this person, the way in which they're winning regardless, because winning is a skill, it's a talent, it's a gift, it's a power on its own. People fail all the time, people take losses all the time. But to win regardless of things, people that come up against you, that's a different victory. So coming back to the generalization of this message itself, take that analogy, that reference point, that case study, that example as the narrative surrounding you at this time, the theme of your reality at this time. Okay, this is what's happening. Like the very same people, the very same things that was said and done, everything is like falling apart, or everything is like, as you win, your victory is their downfall, or their shame, or their guilt, their embarrassment, their humiliation. Yeah, the tower, it's just like crumbling. They thought they could really destroy your light or take you out. You're not going anywhere, okay? You're not. They tried it, like, beloved, but truth remains. You are not going anywhere, okay? Let's see. The sun, we have double Leo energy. It's like your individuality, your identity, right? The person in which you are. You have a specific calling on your name, a specific purpose on your name. You have a specific fate and destiny, therefore. So it's like You know how systems can be rigged, or games can be rigged, or industries can be rigged, anything can be rigged to a specific outcome. God works the same. See, the systems that exist in on planet Earth, God utilizes them as well in our lives. So basically, what I'm saying is, based on your individuality, your identity, and the person in which you are, your life, your reality, your world is rigged in order for you to, in the end, no matter what, no matter who, no matter where, no matter why, you will win. The victory will remain yours. You understand? So there's nothing to worry about. If you've been worried, if you've been having anxiety, I admire people that they see what they need to work on within themselves and they actually put in the work. And it's people like that that get far in life because they put in the work. And those that don't put in the work and they're comfortable with their demons, those are people that will forever trail behind you, far back, unrecognizable. I just so a Claudian message I just heard follow the guidelines, don't make your own rules. So speculations, assumptions, a lot happened to you, beloved. A lot has been happening to you. People trying to hold you back, people trying to set you back, people trying to destroy your legacy or your life or what you've worked on, what you and it. We have Capricorn energy as well with the Four of Pentacles here. Okay. So I see God is proving a point here. The reality of your situation might be triggering, or it seems a certain way, even if it's not triggering. But whatever the reality might seem in your reality, wherever God has placed you, whatever God has done in your life, and whatever God has allowed to happen to you, it's like back to that energy. Something is rigged here. Your life is rigged. Okay, let's see what else. Judgment. Like I said here, judgment. It's like how an analogy, a reference point, a case study, an example. Anyone in life that has done something wrong, something bad, or something, or it could doesn't have to be in relation to a crime. It could be double crossing someone or compromising someone, destroying something for someone. Things happen. People do things like that, right? 99.9% of the time, it seems like they're getting away with it. And that alone is a test for the person that is being wronged or double crossed to trust in the divine Allah, Source Ra, that in the end, God will make a way. In the end, it's like that's how God builds the relationship that he has with the person that he has a relationship with, those that come to him in humbleness and in truth. He'll test you. I mean, it's just like school, right? Where we get tested to see if we learned by the teacher or the school itself, right? So God is transforming you at this time in your life. Everything around you, people as well around you, especially those around you, because they have to move with the tide. You know, you can't keep someone around you that is dead weight, or you know how people have to cut their dead ends so their hair can grow. You know, otherwise, if they don't, it won't grow. So I do see here that, you know, you're being, God is raising you, like literally, you're God's child, right? And to grow, to learn, you have to be taught. Learning is a procedure of being taught. You can't learn if you are not being taught. What are you learning? You are learning what you are being taught. And lessons are in different forms. It's not just in books or in schools or in traditional systems. It's experiences of life. Our daily basis life teaches us things. And if you are not tapped into the learning process of your experiences, you will miss the lesson and you will fail the test. The chariot flew the way it did. It flew out. It indicates, you know, transgressions. You know, the chariot energy, if you look here, it has the black and the white. I'm giving away too much. But simply put here, the chariot represents transgressions, and transgressions are a result of a lesson not learned. It's like having to move forward in life, knowing that you missed an opportunity, knowing that you still haven't healed from something, knowing that you are taking the wrong path, knowing that someone is not meant to be around you, moving forward with something that's not meant to be in your life, or someone, even if it's a mindset, an emotional process where you process your emotions a certain way, you think a certain way, and it's not meant to be like that. And what I'm seeing here is that all of that is being transformed for your highest good, because you passed a certain test that God put in your path. Oh my God. You passed and you are what? Moving forward. Six of Swords. You are on to the next chapter of your life, the next level of being. Okay? We have the identity card, right? So this is the card of, you know, someone's identity, everything about them, or everything that is supposedly true about them, because it can be it came out reversed, and it could be upright, but the way it came out, it was reversed. So the who people have tried to make you out to be, that's dying, and this is the result of that. This is their energy. Nine of Swords, tripping out, tweaking out, anxiety, paranoia, knowing that they're on the wrong side, knowing that they did you wrong, knowing that it's over with, knowing that it didn't work. You are loved, okay? You are really loved. Ace of Cups, the Empress. This is the energy of, you know, somebody that is spoiled by God, somebody that, like, they get what they want. even if no matter how long it takes, or who must go, or what must happen, what must transpire, where, it doesn't matter. You get what you want. God gives you that. Good. So that's basically what's happening here, because you're being vindicated, all right? Baby, I'm seeing, so, let's say because the world has existed for however long it has, who knows, however long, right? There's things that, let's say, an analogy, a reference point, a case study, an example, someone's life. And in their life, they've done things. They've participated in conversations. They've entered certain rooms. They've done things, right? And things that they've done and said, there could be reasons of good behind it or reasons of bad. It's like, just like how a young child stumbles upon pornography. You can't blame them from falling into the trap. They're a child. But if a grown-ass man or woman willingly attaches themselves to that, then they're stupid, because they're tapping into low vibration. They're allowing themselves, rather, not even stupidity, they're allowing themselves to be trapped. And it's just a rabbit hole. Oh, big ass and titties. So, coming back to, someone's life, people do things, and if you're young and naive, there's things you can't be held accountable for. Even if, like, because when you get to a certain point, you realize what you've done and what you said, and you knowing the root cause, it can't be something that's held against you, right? Or against a person's life, because the root cause of why they even did it to the first place, or where they were in their life, or what they knew, or what they were surrounded by, all those are contributing factors. It's not just, oh, you did this and this, Why did they do that? Certain people are so crooked. They know exactly why they're doing what they're doing, with the wickedness and the evilness attached to it, the selfishness, or the greed, or the entitlement. So with that being said, everyone's on a different spectrum of life. They vibrate on different frequencies. All of us do. And the things we do and say, and however way we act, is based on the frequency that we're on. There are certain things you won't do, not because you think you're better. It's not about being better. It's about your life. You don't want that for yourself. Another person, whatever you don't want for yourself might be exactly what they want for themselves. Or a way to attain something might be too grotesque for you. You might be like, man, I ain't gonna do that just for that. But another person, oh, baby, oh, they'll overdo it because they don't hold the same frequency. There's just certain things you won't do because they're not aligned with your frequency. People you won't be around, settings you won't be in because of that. So the message proceeds as follows, right? It's hard to put someone in a certain box if that box is meant for you. So let's say somebody tried to, whatever happened here in your reality, however way someone acted, or these people, what was said, what was done, it was to put you in some form of a box, to enable your identity to be in a certain frequency. So if I'm trying to put someone in a box that they don't belong in, and I created that box because I'm aligned with that frequency, meaning it's my box. It's like someone telling a lie about someone else, about you, right? That's them creating that box. Oh, he did this, said this, was there, acted like this, da da da. And then let's say the truth is actually reversed or the opposite, or it's the truth is that never happened. So what happens is, in the long run, when God calls judgment and says, okay, I want to vindicate this person of mine, and for them to be vindicated, I need to bring out that same box that was hovered over their life, and I need to now figure out a way to crack open this box that has been put over them, and then put the person that created it in it. That's why things turn the way they do for you, where all of a sudden tables turn. All of a sudden, destiny and fate takes over in your life, in your world, and in your reality, and God says, okay, I'm gonna blow the horn on this one. The truth of what you did and said, and however way you acted, I want it to come out, because I need to remove this box. It doesn't belong on my child. And the Three of Pentacles energy here, we have double Capricorn energy. We do have Taurus energy as well. We have double Scorpio energy, double Pisces energy, and double Cancer energy as well. Triple Pisces energy, actually, with the High Priestess reversed. Okay. Beloved, I am seeing that, don't sweat the small stuff or the small situations, the small people. The only person, or the only one that you are meant to please, is the Most High God. Okay? Because the situations that are beyond you, a lie can be believed. A stigma and narrative can be attached to someone's identity, and it's so strong, it sits and it curses them, because now everybody sees them in that way of the stigma, the narrative. Guys, that one person who has all of that on their head, these boxes, they can't do it themselves. They can't remove it. They don't have that power. It's God-given. That's where fate and destiny comes in. Where regardless of these boxes, I need that person to win, is what God says. They need to. So you need to understand that life itself is beyond all of us. That's why we don't have control over it. But what we do have control over is our connection with God, and how frequently we talk to Him, right? We talk to God with prayer. So this was your message. I'm being called to end it here. Thank you so much for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. This was your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time. To those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as spiritual path. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings. For $50 per month, you get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career, and finances, as well as ancestral messages. The link to my Patreon will be listed in my description box below. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. I thank you all for everything, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.